Hello, this is the Cobra RM51SP80V mower, which is a self-propelled mower. It's a rotary and it also has a roller, so it gives that wonderful stripe to the lawn, and it's all in this box. So what we're going to do is open the box, take everything out, and I'm going to show you how you can get it ready for mowing your lawn. There we have it, everything unpacked from the box. We've got the mower itself, we've got the handlebars, we've got the grass collection bag that needs a little bit of assembly, we've got the chargers there, the fast chargers and the two 40-volt batteries, any nuts and bolts we need, and the all-important manual there that gives you lots of instructions on assembly and of course aftercare. The only thing you do need to assemble the mower, which doesn't take many minutes, is a 13mm spanner, so you do need that. So what we'll do is to start with the handlebar assembly. It's got one or two protective caps on there just to stop it being damaged in transit, so these black caps just slide off here like that, so they are purely to protect it. And then this first part of the handlebar here also has them on. I've taken that one off, but you'll see there's a cap on this one there just to stop those sharp objects scratching anything while it's in the box. So they're going to basically fit onto there like that. So what we've got here in the bag are our nuts and bolts. So we've got two for either side. It consists of a nut and a bolt, a flat washer and a split washer. I'm going to put those down there. So we need two of those on each side. The lower part of the handlebar then just simply slots into position there. So what we're going to do, I'm just resting it on my shoulders, but the bolts go from the inside out and there's a square hole, so it makes it so they locate and lock into position very easily. And then we follow that with a flat washer, a split washer, and then we put on the nut. And I'm just going to put them on finger tight to start with, and then repeat that on the second hole just here. Okay, you can do this on your own, it's quite easy to do. Flat washer, split washer, and the nut. And then it's a case of repeating that on the other side. Now the handlebar is slightly sprung, so we just need to just apply a little bit of pressure to push that through there. And then again repeat with our flat washer, split washer and nut. So we'll put both of those in and then we can get the spanner and we can start to tighten them up. This is where we need our 13mm spanner, and it is then just a case of tightening them up onto that split washer. So nice and tight. We're not going to take these off, these are on permanently. There we go, everything nice and tight. So for the second part of the handlebar, we just need to take off these red knobs here and the bolt out. There's also a plastic sleeve in the center there. Just take that off, take the bolt out, and there's also a plastic sleeve there, but we need to make sure that that stays in. So if it does come out, just pop it back into place. So same this side, take off the red knob, take the bolt out, and then I'm just going to make sure that that plastic sleeve goes back into position. If it does move, just line it up there, get that into position like so. Then lift up this top part of the handlebar. What we've got to do also, we make sure that the cables are on the inside like that, so you need to take that into account when you're putting on this first piece of frame, just to make sure everything lines up. And I'm just going to hold those into position like this, and then it's a case of getting the bolt that goes from the inside into that hole to the plastic sleeve like that, and then just screw that on and tighten it. Just tighten that into position like that, and then likewise with this side, bolt through. So both of those nice and tight, so that makes the handlebars rigid like that. Just a little tip, when you are putting this nut and bolt in here, if this cable's a bit tight and you can't line it up, just very carefully, just pull that out just about 1/2 inch like that. That just gives it that little bit of slack, makes it much easier to line up. And finally, before we put the cover on the grass collection box, we've got 2 cable clips here. They just simply go over the cable, over the handlebar like that, and it just holds everything neatly together and stops it flapping around. So that's the handlebar assembly. Next is the grass box. To put it together, we've got the frame there with the handle, we've got the bag, so it's a case of sliding that into there like that. And then once we've got the frame in the bag, it's just a case of clipping over the top like that and all the way around the sides. So just work your way around these rubber clips and that will hold it all into position. There's one at the base, so it's just a case of clipping it along like that. These side ones, they can come off, these little tabs just here. They're only on there for protection, so it just makes it a little bit easier to get that into position. So that's it, that's the bag all ready now, and that can then go on the back of the mower. Very simple to fit. We just lift this flap here and we can see inside there we've got 2 springs, and it just clips over there like that to hold it firmly in position, and then the flap goes down and everything is ready for mowing. The mower comes complete with 2 40-volt lithium-ion batteries. Combined together gives us the 80 volts of power, and they've both got an indicator button on there that tells us how much charge they've got. They come partly charged, but it's advisable to fully charge them before you start using the mower, and there are instructions in there as well. And there's also 2 fast chargers, and that is so that you can charge both the batteries at the same time, so it doesn't delay you when you're working and mowing in the garden. So they're very simple to use. There is one of the chargers, and again that also has instructions with it. And what we do to charge them, very simple, plug it into the mains. The battery will only fit on one way, so we just slide it along the groove there and it locks into position with a click. Once it's clicked, it will then charge. You'll notice that we've got a green flashing light, and when the battery is fully charged, that will go a solid green and the red light will go out, and at that point we know we can take the battery out and fit it into the mower. And when we've finished charging, we just release it with this little red lever at the back. That releases it from the charger, and then we can fit that into the mower and we're ready to cut the grass. Once you've charged both your batteries, we need to fit them into the mower. Very simple to do. We just lift this flap here. These only fit in one way. You can't get it wrong. We push it into the cradle and then just pop it down and it will clip. And then the second one goes in at the side of it like this. So they're now ready to go. We've got both our batteries. A safety device is this little key here which goes into a hole there, and we turn it to on. It's only when it's on the on position that we can use the mower. So it's a great way to isolate the mower. If you're stopping mowing for a while and don't want anybody else to accidentally start it for safety reasons, just switch it off, take it out, put it in your pocket, and then pop it back in again when you're ready to start. So that's it. We can lift that down now, get it on the grass. I'll just show you a few of the controls and we'll do some mowing with it. So there we are, it's ready to mow. Just a little tip before you do start. When this is packaged in the box, the deck is down as low as it can, and we adjust the height here with this lever. It's got 6 positions. So before you do start the mower, always raise it off the grass, and that way it won't cause any strain or damage the grass when it's touching it. So that's been lifted up, and then we can obviously lower it down to the height that we want when we start to mow. Mowing is very simple. The controls are all here. We've got the roller at the back, of course, which will give us a lovely stripe. It's self-propelled. So what we've got here on this little handlebar is we've got a indicator button there if we want to check how much charge is in either of the batteries. So we just push that and it shows us. To start the mower is very simple. There's a red button, so we have to depress that red button before we can do anything. Pulling back the red lever will start the motor and the blades, and when they're running we can then push the black lever in and that will self-propel and we'll mow forward. To stop, we just release everything. It's as simple as that. So button in, away we go, we come back. And there you have it, that's the Cobra RM51SP80V mower. Makes a brilliant job of cutting the grass. And just a little tip, when you have finished, it's always a good idea to take out both batteries, just that red lever just to release them. Charge them up, get them ready for next time. And if you are storing them in between mowing, always store them above 5 degrees. That prolongs the life of the battery. So enjoy it, makes a great cut, and will give you that lovely stripe on your lawn.
Remember to register your Cobra online at www.cobragarden.co.uk. Always have your Cobra serviced regularly. Check the website for your nearest dealer.